According to the dictionary, intergenerational trauma is described as the transmission of historical oppression and its negative consequences across generations. This is dominant through Indigenous communities and families, but to them it is so much more. Blood memories are defined in the Indigenous culture as strong thoughts and behaviors carried in the genes within the human bloodstream. Those memories call to the people by having an unconscious effect on their current emotions and actions. We have redeveloped this belief as intergenerational trauma. Residential schools began the significant knowledge of blood memories when Aboriginal children were forced out of their homes to live in neglectful and abusive schools, where the Indian was to be killed out of the child. In a sharing circle of residential school survivors, this man spoke his truth for the first time. I still remember the smell of cold metal inside the float plane. It took me far away from home, and I was never the same after that. They took my culture, my language. They took me from my family, my people, the animals, my land, everything I knew and loved. Unresolved trauma is very common in residential school survivors and the families affected. Trauma from a grandparent can be passed down through generations. The psychological, emotional, and behavioral elements these children faced were carried with them in adulthood and passed down through generations.
Brutality, confusion, anguish, pain, suffering, torture, heartache, longing, grief, never ending.
Breaking the cycle of trauma is not a simple journey, but one that can transform into something beautiful when resolved. Though the effects will never fully be gone, we as a world, community, and family can work together to make the journey an easier one for all.